Okay, here we are then. So we're going from Keflavik in Iceland, and we're going to make our way to Manchester in the UK. Not the shortest of flights, most of the way at sea, but it's one I've been wanting to do for a while. So we'll get this done. We are in the A320NX again. Okay, let's get this flight data up, and then we'll get going. There it is then. So flight data at the top. As I say, we're going from EIKF, which is Keflavik. It's BIKF even. And we're flying to Manchester. Morning, Julian. Yeah, I've got the morning off work. So I thought, why not? Okay, we're not set up yet. We need to get the flight plan in, so I'll do that now. It's going to take a little bit of time. So ATSU, AOC. Flight plan should be loaded up actually, it's just the extra information. So 9.9 block. And let's get this information from the OFP summary. So zero fuel weight is 60.5. Let's go 19. Oh, don't need a 0.500. See what that does. 60.5. Happy days. Load. That's done. So we'll go to init B. Zero fuel weight was 60.5 over 30. Block fuel was 9.9, I believe. Just have a quick look again. Yeah, 9.9. That'll do the flight planning. Okay, Julian, no worries, mate. Yeah, we'll get it done. I'll try and get it so we've got VATSIM as well, but it all depends on the controllers being on. That's the only thing. Okay, flight plan. Departure 01, and it's a Pixum. I think it's Pixu 1 Alpha. Yeah, Sam, cheers, mate. I'll try and remember that one. Pixu 1 Alpha. We'll enter this arrival info now as well. So at the moment it's 23 right. This may change, of course. And it's Rosu 2 Alpha. Let's have a quick look at the flight plan. So out to the north, we'll get rid of that USR. And down to Pixum. Across the North Sea. Is that counted as the North Sea? I don't know. And then coming in over Scotland. Oh yeah, it will be the North Sea there. Basically down the centre of Scotland almost. Crossing over to the Lake District and then into Manchester. That's a bit of a weird arrival there. Via MCT, we need to change that. No via. So it should go straight there, but it's still going to put it in there. Of course it is. Alright. Hopefully the controller at Manchester will take over and just vector me into the correct position. Okay, how long have we got? 2 minutes till that comes on. Good. Alright, so we'll go that on. I'll leave that as it is for now. I can arm them now, there's no need to have them set. Let's go to the perf then. Or 1 for flaps, I'll do 58 for flex. 7,500 is transition. Ooh. Happy days, right. I believe that's us. That's us good to go. So let's call for clearance. Keflavik Tower, good morning. Ice Air 00, stand 5, type A20N. Have information Delta request IFR clearance to Manchester as filed.
Ice Air 00, Keflavik Tower, good morning. What is your custom Mac number on cruise?
Hey? Ice Air 00, please say that again, sorry.
Ice Air 00, what is your custom Mac number on cruise?
1 second, it's on the flight plan.
Roger.
I can't remember. Shit. Right, edit flight. And Tower Ice Air 00 requested Mac number is 0.81 if possible.
Absolutely, we can do that, sir. Ice Air 00, Oceanic Clearance to Manchester, runway 01 in use. Today you're gonna fly Pixum 1 Alpha, departure. After Pixum, direct Ratsu. VFID climb initially, 3290, Mach 0.81, squawk 3451.
Oh man, I missed some of that. Direct. So I've got, Oceanic Clearance to Manchester via runway 01. Pixum 1 Alpha departure, Mach 0.81. After Pixum, direct to Ratsu. And I didn't catch the initial climb or the squawk, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's no worries. I can take that again. So, flight level, correction, initial climb flight level 290, squawk 3451.
So I got flight level 290 as initial climb and squawk 3451, Ice Air 00.
I said 00, readback is fully correct. Information Delta correct. Call me when ready for push and start.
Call you when ready, Ice Air 00. Holy shit, I have stepped right into the snake pit here. I have no idea what is going on. I didn't realise this was Oceanic Clearance, so this is oh man. Right. I'm out of my depth. I am completely out of my depth here. Right, first thing, let's just do this bit by bit. So I'm gonna clear USR. Oh, does it let me do it or not? Okay, so USR is now gone. Oh man, I'm out of my depth. Initial climb to 29,000. Are you crazy or what? Like, so I'm going to take off and then climb direct to 29,000. Cool. All right. Sweet, that's in. She's in there. All right, we'll let the aircraft deal with the climb profile and the speed. Right, okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to disconnect the jetway there. Okay, that is out the way now. Keflavik Tower, Ice Air 00, request push and start. So it should be a face south, I think, on this one. Oh, I need to change radio back. I said 00, ready for push and start.
I said 00, pushback and startup is approach QNH 983.
Push and start approve, QNH 983. Okay, let's get the push started then. So beacon's on. I believe, is that beacon on? Yeah, beacon's on. Wing lights are on. Okay, shift and P. And we'll go into the cockpit. Let's get this started, just double check. Fuel pumps, yeah, all good. Ignition, 2 and 1.
Attention all aircraft, information Echo is on valid QNH 983.
Info Echo. Uh-oh. Let's just double check that. Echo 101, use is still 01, that's good. Transition level is still 7500. Alright, nothing I need to know then, we're good. Nice livery this, I do love Iceland Air livery. That'll do that. Right.
I said 00. For some reason your squawk disappeared. Please check squawk 3451.
I said 00, roger, will do. I never entered the squawk code, did I? Sorry, dude. 3451. I said 00, how's that?
It's perfect, sir.
Fantastic. Oh, he made me panic. As soon as he mentioned Oceanic Clearance, I was like, uh-oh. I've screwed this. I said 00, ready for taxi.
I said 00, taxi on point, runway 01, via November, Echo, and you're clear to cross on 28.
Taxi holding point 01 via November Echo and cross runway 28. I said 00. I said 00. Do you want me to hold short runway 28?
I said 00, you're clear to cross runway 28.
Apologies, clear across 28. I said 00. He's good. This guy's good for his patience. Imagine if this was on the American side. They'd be screaming at me right now. They'd be like, who the hell is this guy? Get the hell off VATSIM. That's literally like, they do not like me in America. He's very patient. I like this. It's always good to have a bit of patience in it, let's be honest. There's nothing wrong with new players. Okay, right, I don't need the flight plan anymore. What I do need is... this. So I basically need to go to the end here, go left, and then right on the first right. Easy. Let's do it.
And Keflavik Tower, I said 1645, radio check.
Oh yeah, definitely. So he was
1645, Keflavik Tower, good morning.
he was not impressed with me at all.
Keflavik Tower, very good morning to you. I said 1645.
Although,
7373.
to be fair, the other area controller, when I asked for the reroute, he was very accommodating, but then I crashed, so
I
it made no
said
difference.
1645, what is your custom MAC number on cruise?
Stand by.
Haha, there's another ice there. It looks good. It's nice seeing these liveries here. So I'm going right here, basically, via November. Left here, sorry.
I said 1645, requesting Master 78.
Just set the flaps to take off now.
I said 1645, roger. Oceanic Clearance to Boston, runway 01 in use. Today you're going to fly Ralov 3 Alpha departure. After Ralov, direct 6330 north, direct 6140 north, direct 5850 north. Via received, climb initially, flight level.
Oh man, he's going
290,
the other way across the Atlantic,
9.78,
so he's going to coordinates.
2761.
Turn to Boston, Oceanic Clearance, Missouri 1 in use, Rallo 3 Alpha departure. Initially direct Rallo, then 6330 north, 6140 north, and 5850 north. Climb initially flight level 290, Mach decimal 78, score 2761, I said 1645.
I said 1645. Read back correct. Information echo correct. Call me when I'm ready for push and start.
Okay, I said 1645.
Okay, that's the runway we're taking. This is the other side of it though, so we're going to go to the very end of it now, all the way down there. Okay, but we no longer need that aerodrome chart. So we'll load up the Manchester ones now. Happy days. We've got the departure chart on. Okay, so I still need a cabin check. I need to turn the predictive wind shear on. And I need to turn the TCAS on as well, so let's get that on now. There we go, TCAS on. You watch out, I'm going a little bit too fast. I think there's a 737 up ahead. So he's cleared me to cross, that's good. Remember last night, the controller didn't mention the runway at all. So I just crossed it, thinking I was clear to cross. And he shouted at me. Dude had a go at me. Crazy. This guy's not on frequency. Oh no, he's typing. Okay, there we go. I was like, what's going on? It's just not. Okay, we'll get to see the 737 take off. 737 isn't actually modelled in game. There is a 737 model. It's I've not used it. I don't know how it is, but I might look at downloading it and giving it a go. But I think this is just modelled by vPilot. This one, so this is the system that you use to talk to the controllers. So what we're seeing right now isn't actually the player's aircraft, it's the V-pilot render of a 737. Which is why it looks so pixelated. Okay, we're going a little bit faster. Right, let's get these strobe lights on and we'll buzz the cabin. And we'll go predictive wind shear on when in no danger of hurting anyone with radiation here. Okay, so pred wind shear's on. I just need to set the auto brake to max, turn the takeoff lights on, and test the takeoff config. Thanks for the like, Ian. Okay, let's get these takeoff lights on now.
ICER 00, line up and wait, runway 01.
Line up and wait, 01, ICER 00. Let's get this takeoff config tested now. Okay, he's giving me the line up and wait, so I'm good to proceed directly onto the runway. No worries, Julian. Appreciate it, mate. I'll definitely give it a go. Would you like what type of livery would you want for that? Into Biggin Hill. And what type of aircraft as well? Have you put all that in there, have you?
ICER 00, wind correction. After departure, contact Keflavik on 119.3. Wind 020 degrees, 9 knots, runway 01. You clear for takeoff. Have a safe flight to the United Kingdom.
After departure, contact. After departure, contact departure on 119.3. Clear for takeoff 01. ICER 00. Thank you very much for your patience today.
Pleasure to have you here.
Ah, that's nice of him. Okay, so this is the first time I've had to get Oceanic Clearance, so I probably should have requested Oceanic Clearance, but here we go anyway. Right, looking for 142 as the takeoff. Bumpy runway. Here it comes. And rotate. Positive climb. And I'm going to hand it over to the autopilot and contact departure. That's a new one. Not heard that before.
Easy 87 Echo Alpha, established ILS, runway 1. Easy 87 Echo Alpha, thanks for that.
Leave a climb there.
118.3, safe landing. 118.3, thank you. Easy 87 Echo Alpha.
Keflavik departure, ICE 00, passing flight level 230. 023, apologies.
ICER 00, Keflavik, you're right, identified, company climb level 290, direct peak soon.
Clear to flight level 290, ISA 00. I didn't hear what else he said. We'll just go with that.
00, proceed direct Ratsu.
Direct Ratsu, ISA 00. Of course. Whew! Flapping, absolutely flapping. Right, direct Ratsu. Okay, so we've got flaps up. We're going to 290 and we're going direct to Ratsu. Oh! Whew! Okay, let's have a quick look at this. Direct to Ratsu, there it is. Cool. Okay, the flight time will update. Of course, it will depend on our speed and altitude. Let's have a look at Iceland while we're leaving it. Nice, some snow caps in the distance there. This is my first time taking off from Iceland.
Scandinavian 595, continue to stand 7,000 feet, Keflavik UNH 983.
Pacific 7000 feet on 983, Scandinavian 595.
Okay, won't be long before I'm out of airspace, unfortunately. In fact, that's coming up very soon. Unless he's going to cover Oceanic, which is pretty cool if he does. I need 0.81 as 0.81 is going to be my Mach number, so that's my speed when we're above a certain altitude. Let's go, seatbelt signs off. I should have turned them off. Stupid. I'm sure it doesn't matter. Who knows? Does that cause problems in real life? Does anyone know? We're okay. This is good. We ain't gonna die. What's the worst that could happen? God, I'm just my heart's still pounding. I'm just nervous. Like requesting Oceanic Clearance. I don't know what's coming next. Like. I didn't think Iceland was included under that part of clearance, but I suppose it makes sense now crossing a large body of water. So basically, yeah, Ratsu's about halfway point. Let's have a look. 383 miles away. Oh yeah. Yeah, Julian, I could definitely do that. A little Seafoam Cessna. It is a good aircraft. That. I've got some nice liveries for the CJ4 as well. I've got a nice little RAF livery, and there's a Raiderjet as well, which is really nice. But there's Raiderjet for the C700 as well, actually.
Scandinavian 595, continue from 3,500 feet.
Descending 3,500, Scandinavian 595.
Scandinavian 595, confirm 3,500.
I do confirm 3,500, Scandinavian 595.
Okay, I'm pretty sure the requested altitude was it was 33, it might have been 35 actually. Let's have a look. The flight plan I put in was 33. Okay, so I'm doing my terrible maths again to work out. I'm just going to click direct there because it's not following that flight plan again.
I-000, you're leaving my space, vacate yourself flying, monitor com 122.8, safe flight.
122.8, thanks for the coverage. ICE 00. Okay, so we're going to go all the way up to 33 now. Because that's our cruising altitude that I put in. It's looking nice through here though. Got these clouds. I like spread out clouds like this. Ooh, what's that below us? Oh, it's still part of. God, we're still over Iceland. I thought we would have been done with that by now. It's there's an aircraft down there. See that? Let's see what that is. I should be able to tell you. A Scandinavian air service from Copenhagen. Currently at 6,300 feet. He's approaching for runway 01. Yeah, I always like it when the clouds are like spread like this. It looks awesome. That's a nice view. Real nice view. Okay, so it's saying 2 hour 12 at the moment. We are still climbing, don't forget. Once we get to the correct flight level, I'm going to increase the speed to around 330. And that will really knock down that time. So it should drop us down to below 2 hours, which is always nice. Okay, so from Rosen, let's have a look at this. So I'm going to do my terrible maths now. So from Rosen, we need to start descending 78 miles away. So 41. And then so basically 25 miles from Lakey. So with 25 miles to go, is that right? Have I worked that out right? No, I think it needs plussing. See, we'll get there. Alright, thanks for these likes, guys. Cheers for the follow, John. Glad you'll be back. No, I have done that wrong. It's plus the 25 that I was thinking of. So 41. Is there. I then need 37, so it's with 37 left to go. I don't know why I went the hard way about working that out. So with nearly 40 miles left on Lakey, that's when we need to start descending to get to 7,000 at Rosen. Hopefully a Manchester controller will contact us by then. But yeah, right, we're coming up to altitude, so we're going to look to increase the speed soon. As soon as we get to 33,000, I'm going to bump the speed right up. You can already see we're below 2 hours there, which is always good. Let's give you a nice short hop across the Atlantic. It's done it again, it's gone off course. I don't know if that's supposed to be doing that or if it's actually a problem. Let's have a look. I could enter a hold. Ah, maybe that's how I hold. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Alright, we're at altitude, so let's get this speed up. We're not going to be 0.81, we're going to be 0.85. Okay, and this is going to bring the time right down now. Okay, I'll show you current location then. Just off the coast of Iceland. Might be able to see it. No, can't see it back there. Okay, but we are just off the coast of Iceland. It's directly below us at the moment. And we're making our way out to Ratsu, which is about halfway. And then we'll be entering UK airspace. Unfortunately, no controllers until closer to Manchester. They might contact me earlier and ask me to contact them, which would be good. Thanks for a follow, Coca. But yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty quiet one in terms of controller coverage. There's nothing out here. Reykjavik airspace isn't online, and none of the Scottish airspace is online. But hey, we'll get to contact Manchester, so that's one good thing. At least those controllers will still be on. Hopefully, they should be. They've not been on long, so yeah, they should be on. So we're coming in today via Rosen 2 Alpha approach, which basically brings us over the Lake District and then in towards Manchester from the north to Rosen hold point. Once we're there, we're going to see about clearance. Hopefully they'll contact us before we get there, but if they don't, then we'll have to see about contacting them when we're at Rosen. And chances are they'll probably vector us in to land, so we don't have to worry about much at all. They'll do all the work pretty much, which is good. It's always good to have VATSIM controllers because they just tell you where to go. This Iceland Air livery looking very nice above the clouds here. Stands out really well. Almost like a Ryanair livery really, isn't it? But not quite. I've got a new livery I'm waiting to try as well. It's the Britannia livery. It's not the old one though, it's a concept of a 60th anniversary of Britannia. Which is again another UK airline that went under or amalgamated a while back. It was an iconic airline to see in the sky when I was a kid. The nostalgia is real to fly that aircraft, but yeah, I'll do that at some point. Just having a look on flightsim.to now for any new liveries that have come out. It's daily that new liveries are out, so it's always worth checking. Check for my beloved A320neo. No, nothing quite out there yet. People have requested the old style Britannia livery though, which is always good to see. So hopefully that'll be something that's made soon. Okay, but this is pretty much basic flight most of the way. There's not going to be much needing doing. I'm just going to have to keep an eye on this though, because we are drifting slightly away from the correct waypoint there. So I'll keep an eye on it. Only 40 knot wind, so there's no real reason for it. Bit of weather ahead, but nothing too concerning. Okay, so good news. The old Britannia livery is in development, which is great. I mean, the new one looks great. The concept. It does look great. Hey Andy, how you doing, mate? So yeah, I'll definitely fly that Britannia liveried aircraft at some point. Okay, we have actually got a bit of weather coming up. It's orange there. I don't know if that's wind or turbulence. Just we're gonna hit. We're above it, so we'll probably just get the wind. Bit of turbulence bouncing us around. Never a dull moment. Awesome, Julian. I'm glad you guys are always about. It's always enjoyable to have a chat going. I'm just having a look on VATSPy to see who else is flying around. Some decent flights going. There's one there from took off from Miami and he's on his way to Amsterdam in Singapore Airlines livery. I'm guessing when he gets to Amsterdam he's going to do a changeover and fly the rest of the route. Hell of a flight that. I do want to do a US flight at some point. I just want to see how long. So that guy, that other. That other guy was flying from Keflavik to Boston. That's a 4.5 hour flight. That's not too bad, actually. Yeah, that's not too bad at all. To fly to Boston. That'd be a good start. So Iceland to America is always an option for the first transatlantic flight. But then, to be honest, it's only an extra 2 hours, isn't it, to the UK? So really, may as well just go for it. Just do it. 6-hour flight. I could do that. One day maybe. Yeah, you see, I couldn't do it on. I couldn't do it on standard ATC. It's a bit fruitless, isn't it? Like, to fly that far. But yeah, it's one of them. I'll do it at some point. I just need to work up the guts to do it because it's all that Oceanic Clearance stuff you got to get, and then coming out of Oceanic Clearance, if a controller is online, you'd have to report basically your time to next positions and all sorts. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see about it. Huh. Andy, there it is then. If I get payment for it, I've got to do it, haven't I? I'll do it. I will do it at some point. I will do it at some point. It's just I don't know when I'm going to have the time. I need to plan that correctly to make sure I have time to do it. That's all. Right, I'll be right back 1 second. So yeah, I'm back. It's choosing the aircraft to do it in as well, because I mean I've got so used. I'm going to overspeed. I'll just pull that down slightly. I've got so used to this thing now that I'd need to change to either a 787 or a 747. I'd have to get used to that again as well. I don't know actually. Can A320s fly transatlantic? No. So the long range variants can. They can. So A320s can travel just under 4,000 nautical miles with no payload at the maximum fuel load on board. So crossings can be made non-stop on delivery flights. So it's better to use it is better to use a 787 or a 747 because you won't have any trouble then. I just have to get used to it again. I'd have to plan in the flight plan myself. That'd take a while. There'd be a lot of waypoints. I'll have to look into it. I can't. It's not something I can just jump into without using the A320. Because there's a lot of information to go by. I'll do it though. I'll get it done at some point. I think it'd be better in the 787. 747's still a bit iffy. I think. It did have a problem in game, the 747, but I don't know if they've actually fixed it or not. boost here. Ooh. Made a mistake. Uh-oh. Okay, right, I'm all done, I'm back. Here it is. Alright, not much now. I mean, how far are we? We're really drifting off this flight plan. I need to keep an eye on that now. 158 miles, so we're about halfway to Ratsu. I'm going to click that direct again because I'm not happy. Oh, interesting. I didn't realise that. So, I'll have a look again, Julian. But it did say that only the. I mean, I suppose the Neo is the long-range version, so maybe this can. I'll have a look. Can A320 Neo fly transatlantic? So the A320 Neo's range is 6,300 kilometers. So yeah, I suppose it should be able to. Oh, interesting. Right. So the longest, I've got A318. Longest A318 flight, that's smaller than A320, is 7 hours from JFK to London City, a total distance of 3,017 nautical miles. Longest A320 flight is Bahrain to London Heathrow. This is, I don't know how old this information is. Okay, longest A320 Neo is Moscow to Tenerife, which is 2,800 miles. That's a lot less. That's a flight time to that. 7 hours 15 minutes on the A320 Neo. I think that would be a problem as well, is being able to cover the speed at the correct altitude. It doesn't sound like an A320 Neo would be the correct choice. This is from last year, basically. So yeah, it's gonna have to be a 787 or 747. I mean, it's probably better the 787 because the systems are newer on there. But we'll see. Okay, so even if we didn't have cloud up here, there wouldn't be much to see because we are over the Atlantic right now. So all we'd see is blue below us anyway. That's interesting to think the 737's got a longer range then. The A320neo is known for its fuel economy though. I don't know about its range. It said it's capable of 6,300, but whether it flies that or not is a different story, isn't it? Ah, right, okay. That kind of makes sense then, Julian. Small aircraft an A318, isn't it? To London City as well. You can imagine you just turn up to work Monday morning and your boss is like, oh, you going to New York today? Alright. Brilliant. So my whole shift's now going to be spent on the plane. When I get there, I'm going to have my little meeting, a little business meeting. Probably talk about how the UK the UK side of the business is falling behind the US side of the business, and how I as an individual need to bring the business back in line with the correct numbers. And basically take a tongue lashing, someone shouting at you for the best part of 5 hours, to then get back on another 7-hour flight. Before you know it, you've had a 19-hour day, and you've got to do it all again on Wednesday. It's like, oh, come on. I suppose business class, though, it'd be quite comfortable. Yeah, it'd be, so there is actually a Concorde being worked on for the game, so that would be good to see. But it's payware, and there's always a risk with these things that they're just not done properly, and it's just done to grab people's money. But we'll see. Hopefully it can be done. Erica as well. Erica, I missed your share, so thank you very much for that. Erica, I suppose. Vinod, thanks for the like there, and Cecilia, thanks for the follow. A while back though, but thanks. It is a nice livery. This. The one thing I have noticed is the tail livery is not matched up. So you can see very slightly the right side is higher than the left. Can you see that there? There's the right tip, and then the left tip's like there. There it is. Right, left. Very slightly, but at least he's painted the top of the tail, which most of the livery creators haven't. So he's done that well. So I've seen pictures of the exploding engine the other day. Really interesting. Now it looks, at first glance, it's like, yeah, the plane's still flying. It's got one engine and it's good to go. But when you actually look at the pictures of the damage that was caused, there was a huge hole in the fuselage here. Absolutely massive hole in this fuselage. And when you look at it, awesome, Andy. I'm glad you'll be around. Yeah, no icing at the moment, Julian. When you look at it, that hole, it could have been an absolute catastrophe. Like the hole is like it's the size of a person in the fuselage. Absolutely crazy. Like everyone on that plane could have been dead easily. The engine's one thing because yeah, there's two engines and they can fly on one engine, but that hole in the fuselage could have torn the plane to pieces. They're lucky. They're really lucky. Could have been a hell of a lot worse than it was. Yeah, Andy, Julian, I'm surprised there's no icing up here actually. Let's see what the temperature's at. Must be quite warm. Minus 48, yeah, it's normally sits around minus 57 to like 60, 66, something like that. So minus 48 is actually quite warm. I'm sure that'll probably drop as we get closer to the UK. Although the UK temperature at the moment in Manchester is actually 13 degrees according to this ATIS. A warm day today. Considering what we have been having, I think only 2 days ago it was 1 degree in Manchester, so for it to be 14 is a little bit inconsistent. A bit inconsiderate of the weather right there. Yeah, I think I'm sat at 14 down here in the southwest right now. So not too bad a day. Although I wouldn't know because I'm sat here in the cockpit. Hopefully this is a nice little arrival. We should be getting in just before lunchtime there, or just after lunchtime, so it's going to be about 12:40, something like that. Hey Tarakan, thanks for the follow, buddy. Good to see you about. From Bali Island, nice. Okay, we're actually coming in line with that flight plan now, so it is picking up the waypoint, which is good. Oh, weather looks bad ahead. Although it was orange before, and we didn't get any trouble from it. So not too far to go to Ratsu, and that's about the halfway point there. We should be at Ratsu within the next 5-10 minutes. Probably closer at 10. Okay, Julian, catch you in a bit, mate. If you don't see it, you can always watch it back. I'm sure it'll be as interesting as ever. We've had a few issues with approaches recently, so... I mean, the wind's calm, temperature's alright, should be okay. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. Thanks for the like, Moses. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Tarek, thanks for the follow there as well, man. Appreciate you. Okay, let's have a look. Current location wise, we are just approaching Ratsu. Which is, like I say, our halfway point. I'll get you. So we are just off the coast of the Faroe Islands. That's the Faroe Islands there. Okay, but we're on our way in towards the UK now. We're going to come right in via northeastern tip of Scotland via Stornoway. This is Stornoway here. Heading over via Fort William here, over like Loch Lomond area, passing Glasgow, which is that airport there, and then we're going to basically stick to centre to west. Sorry, I said northeast, didn't I? Northwest. Centre to west of Scotland there via, so down like just through Galloway, well to the east of Galloway Forest, over Dumfries, down into the Lake District here, and then starting our approach north into Manchester via Lancaster. Okay, quite a scenic route if we manage to get through the cloud. That's a big if. Especially into Manchester, it's always raining. Always. Always raining. A lot more controllers coming online now though over the UK. Most of the main airports are covered, including Edinburgh actually. Dublin and Shannon are covered in Ireland as well. Okay, just coming up to Ratsu now. As I say, this is probably the halfway point. From here we're following the rest, so we went direct Ratsu. From here we're following the rest of the flight plan that's already entered. And you can see we make our turn towards the UK now as well. Here at Ratsu. Making good progress so far, though. Probably been flying around about 1 hour's time. We've got just over an hour to go now. That time will probably change as we get a bit closer to the UK, as we start to descend and slow down slightly as well. Okay, I didn't realise that. There is a toggle co-pilot view. Let's have a look. It's just a... It's just a standard view though. I prefer this side, really, because this is the side I've got my control set up. So as you see, the stick is on the right here, the throttle would be on the left. This is exactly how I've got my controller set up. What it doesn't have though is it doesn't allow you to zoom in. You can reset view, you can have a look around and reset, you can zoom in like that. But there's like a shortcut in the pilot view where you can actually zoom in and view the controls a bit better, so I'll show you that now. So I can literally zoom in like that. I'll zoom in like that. Landing's that side. What's pilot VR? I guess that would be better if you had VR, which I don't. I wonder how VR is on this. Thing is though, the problem with VR is you can't actually see the buttons you're clicking. It'd take you a while to get used to it, I'd imagine. Awesome, Ali, thanks for the follow there. Guys, if you are watching now and you do enjoy flight sim content, I do regular flights using VATSIM and the A320NX, so please consider giving me a follow there. Every follow I get helps me grow this channel, so if you do like what you see, please hit that follow button. We've got just just over an hour to go now. It's the time's sort of decreased and increased a little bit, unfortunately, but it should be alright. We should be okay. Hey Daniel, how's it going, buddy? Hope you're good, mate. How are you today? So current location wise then, just show you where we are. Past Ratsu, that's probably the halfway point. In towards, past Baku now as well, in towards Billy. And then making our way towards Stornoway. There. Yeah, I'm good, Daniel. We've been flying for around an hour now. We took off from Keflavik in Iceland. We're on our way to Manchester. It's always Manchester, buddy. Hey Maverick, how you doing, mate? So let's see. So I worked out before, it needs to be 37 miles from Lakey that we start our descent. Long way to go yet. Hey Sam, how you going, mate? I wondered why you're so quiet. Okay, don't forget guys, if you are watching and you enjoy it, hit that follow button, hit that share button, help this channel grow. Appreciate you all being here, I hope you do enjoy what you see. So we're in the Iceland Air livery, we are flying the A320NX by fly-by-wire. We are on VATSIM, but there's currently no controllers in this area. There will be when we get to Manchester though. Things are a little busier over the UK right now. So we've got controllers in Manchester, Birmingham. We've got a general area controller for London, so you know we are going to have the radio coverage, which is always good because it adds to that realism. It keeps me happy. Hopefully, it keeps you happy as well. Travelling as fast as we can, right on the borderline here, 0.84 Mach. So you see, that's just putting us just above 300 knots. And overspeed's pretty damn close. Cruising at 33,000. I am using the safe build of the A320NX. There is a dev build available as well. So development, the dev build, it works, but it's an experimental version, so certain features may either not work or they are subject to breaking down on you. So this is why I use the stable build, which is why I don't have the coffee cup, the iPad, the pilots, the coloured interior, all the rest of it. Okay, I like this view, I'm getting used to it. It makes it a little bit more realistic in terms of having the throttle there where I have it on my desk, and the joystick on that side as well. No, Andy, certainly not for this morning. Maybe tonight, I'm not sure. But this morning, well, it won't be this morning much longer, but I do have to be in work by 2 this afternoon. So I think I'm only going to have time for the 1 because I need to get my lunch on board and then start making my way to work, unfortunately. Only in for a short day today though, so I might be able to squeeze one in later tonight, but I don't know. Safely say this flight will be conducted today at least. Okay, so I'll have a little look. The flight plan then. Walton, time of arrival is around 12:40, so we've got just over an hour to go. You can see at the top of the page there. Round about there, if you have a look. 58 minutes, I think. Thank you, Maverick. Okay, so we're just passing Billy now, heading towards Stornoway. That's the island of Stornoway there. and then, as I say, we're going to make our way down over Glasgow, east of Galloway Forest, over the Lake District, and then in towards Manchester there. Okay, bit of a weird approach in Manchester automatically, but the controllers at Manchester should probably guide us from Rowson around and then in, but we'll see how they want to do it. Yeah, Andy, it's one of them. You know, I'm not in for too long today, so that's all right. At least it's a short day for me today. Quite a rare time to have a short day, actually, but yeah, it's nice. Dominic, yes, there is. So I've just found it out myself. Basically, you go up to the camera and you go to pilot there, and then you go to co-pilot, and then that keeps you here in the right seat. But as I was saying before, there's no, like, so normally you've got little quick snap views for the pilot seat, which puts you closer to the controls. There's none of that here, so you have to actually zoom in with the mouse wheel, unfortunately. But it's not too bad. It's good. I'm getting used to it right now. You can still use all the other views. And like I say, this is the correct seat for me. It looks like the lighting's a little different here, though. Let's. No, it's just the way the light is at the moment. Hey Kevin, how's it going, mate? I'm good, thank you very much for asking. It's the first time I've taken off from Iceland. I've wanted to do it, and we had VATSIM coverage, so I've wanted to do that for a while. So I'm glad I was able to do that. But yeah, it's good to see you about, mate. How are you? Thanks for these likes as well, guys. If you do like what you see, please consider hitting that follow button. Every follower I get helps the channel grow. Just passed the goal of 1,500 followers recently over the last couple of days, so it'd be really good if we could keep that going. Oh yeah, Dominic, it's one of them. You need more space. This game is taking up an unbelievable amount of space. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm glad to hear it, Kevin. I think I'm gonna have to get a new SSD for games. No, I'd prefer to have it on an M2, to be honest. At the moment I have got one M2 and I've got two SSDs, so I probably need to get a new M2 at some point, because this thing is nearly full. No, Kevin, I've not flown. I've not flown to JFK from the UK. I have flown over the other side of the country to JFK. So over the other side of the pond, sorry, to JFK. So I think I've flown from Boston to JFK. That was a while ago, that though. Oh yeah, definitely, Dominic. It's more on the startup. It depends what you have on there. So an M2, it just loads a lot quicker, but the more you have on it, the slower it gets. But startup's the main thing. So basically, if you have Windows on an M2 and the main games that you want on the same M2, it's so much quicker than an SSD to load. I mean, flight sim takes a long time anyway to load up, a real long time. So to have it on an M2 just makes sense. Looking good here though, this Iceland Air livery looking absolutely fantastic. Let's see if the temperature's changed at all. Minus 48, it's not really made any difference. I was expecting it to get cooler as we got towards the UK, but we're saying it is quite a warm day in the UK at the moment. Yeah, Dominic, it does make a big difference having that M2. Big difference. Oh, Kev, I need to give it a go. So, I saw someone flying from Iceland to Boston. I think that's like a 4-hour flight. But what I've said is I'm going to do a full transatlantic flight at some point. But it's just doing it in the correct aircraft. We worked out that it's probably going to have to be a 787, and to do that I'm going to have to relearn how to fly properly in the 787, because it's using VATSIM isn't the time to be learning an aircraft, as we've discovered quite a few times. But I'd like to use VATSIM if I did do a transatlantic. I know there's a lot of dead coverage going across the Atlantic as well. Dominic, I mean, I don't think phraseology is so much of a problem, because most of the time you're just repeating what they say. So I had an issue today. If you managed to watch back the start of the stream when I was requesting IFR and takeoff and all that, I did not expect half of what he was going to say. But all I did was I said, "Sorry, I missed what you said. Can you say it again, please?" And he was absolutely fine with that. And then at the end of the transmission, when I was passing over to a departure frequency, I just said, "Thanks for your patience," and he was like, "Yeah, it's fine, no problem." It depends where you do it. We were saying as well, some controllers are more forgiving than others, that's true, but I think really the best way, certainly for me, the best way to learn this was just to jump in and do it. As long as you know how your aircraft flies, that's the main thing, because they'll tell you to do things like follow heading, fly to this altitude. And if you don't know how to do that with the aircraft, that's when you're going to come unstuck. Like the other day I got told to go into a hold pattern, and I thought I was going into the correct hold pattern, but I'd completely gone the wrong way when I looked back at the charts. And he wasn't really happy with that. He had a quick little go at me and told me that I'm now on vectors, and all he did was he just told me headings to fly instead. So he understood that I'd done something wrong, and he said, "Yeah, you've done the wrong thing," but then he was like, "Just fly this heading instead." And then he put me in a hold that he was controlling, which was nice of him. But yeah, it's not. I don't think it's too hard, especially the UK. The controllers tend to be all right. What they do get annoyed with is if you've not understood them and you just make your own thing up. So if you've not understood them, just ask again, and then if you've still not understood them, just tell them to type it. If you make your own thing up, they'll start to get annoyed. But I find the US controllers a lot less forgiving than the UK controllers. Certainly for starters, for new people to VATSIM, the US controllers are they can be quite harsh, really. I had one last night that wasn't happy with me at all. Yeah, Kevin, it is Iceland Air. How often do you do that flight? Hello, Tube Crack. That's an interesting name to say. How's it going, buddy? Watching on YouTube? Yeah, Iceland Air livery. We flew, so Kevin, we've flown from Keflavik today. Took off from Keflavik. So I thought I'd take the Iceland Air livery. I don't know if this is the old livery, if there's a new livery about or not. Oh, nice. And that's from Manchester every time, is it? So does it go Iceland Air from Manchester to Keflavik and then Keflavik to JFK? Oh, nice. Are you in Spain currently? Or are you watching from somewhere else? How's it? Is it? Hola. Buenos dias. Is that right? Or did I get that wrong? I don't know Spanish. Nice. Do you change aircraft or do they just refuel that aircraft? I'll have to give that a go. That's one way to do it. Okay, let's have a look where we are then. Okay, so we're just off the coast of Stornoway now. This is Stornoway Island. One of the larger islands off the coast of the UK. It's off the northwest side of Scotland. We're just approaching that now. So it won't actually be that long until we're looking to descend now. Tube Crag, if you look at the top, we have got 46 minutes to go. Around there, it says. I think that's probably quite accurate actually, because the approach probably won't take that long either. But yeah, so we've been flying for about an hour 15 minutes at the moment. Andy, can you not see the chat here? So the chat here will show you the YouTube chat as well. That should come up there. Can you see that or not? I've only got two screens. I've got basically one screen that has all the VATSIM info on and the stream info, and then the main screen here for my game as well. So you can't see this chat coming up. Oh man, that sucks. Ah, Kev can see it. Kev's on Facebook, so maybe it's just you, Andy. Yeah, there's a guy on YouTube watching as well, or maybe a couple of guys on YouTube. But yeah, the chat comes up there. Kevin, can you see Tube Crack then? Can you Tube Crack 777? Can you see his conversation when it comes up? And yeah, so Dominic, for charts, Navigraph is the best option. Okay, I don't use Navigraph. I'll say that now. So what I use is I use SimBrief, and I use the free version of SimBrief. So because I'm a cheapskate and I don't want to pay for Navigraph, basically, I think Navigraph's about £70 a year. Navigraph has more available and it has up-to-date charts. I use charts that are slightly out of date, but for the best part, a couple of minutes reading the charts can make you work out that you've either got something right or something wrong. So I've not used Sim Toolkit Pro. I don't know what is on that, but I literally use the charts that are on Sorry, I don't use the charts on SimBrief. I use the flight plans on SimBrief, but the air rack is out of date. I use the charts on VATSIM. So if you go on VATSIM's website and click flight planning, I think it is. So I go to my profile on VATSIM, and then you click flight planning on the left, and it says airport charts. And if you click that, you can then, it signs you in to ChartFox, it's called. You sign into ChartFox using your VATSIM profile, and then you can load up any aircraft charts as long as they've got them on ChartFox. Some of them haven't. Some of them haven't got it, but then you can find them easily enough. I'm a bit of a cheapskate when it comes to stuff like that. So a chart I don't feel I have to pay for, so I use the free versions. It's not done me wrong so far. Occasionally I'll file a flight plan and they'll say, oh yeah, your flight plan's outdated, follow this flight plan instead. It's never been too much of a problem, really. Okay, so as we said before, 37 miles from Lakey is where we're going to start our descent. Okay, the autopilot has it now though, most of the way in. Slight turn, we're currently over Stornoway. You wouldn't be able to tell though, there's a little bit of island below, as you can see there. A little bit of Stornoway Island in sight. But with the cloud coverage, we ain't really gonna see it. Making good progress now though, we're just off the north coast of Scotland here. Making our way in towards the mainland UK now. Big Venus. Scoobs Raid, happy days. Hey Scoobs, thanks for coming along and thanks for bringing your viewers. I'm glad you guys could make it. Where's Scoobs just flown to? Thank you very much for popping by. We're on our way to Manchester now, guys. Awesome, thanks for these follows, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all very much, thank you. Is Scoobs coming as well? Is Scoobs here? Scoobs making his appearance. Oh, nice, Ingrid. Germany to Amsterdam, nice. Scoobs is going swimming. Oh, thank you all so much for coming over. So we've flown from Iceland to, and we're flying to Manchester here right now. Awesome. I'm glad it did. I'm glad it did. Maybe half of you came, but I'm so glad you came over. Hopefully Scoobs will pop in as well, and I'll get a chance to say hello to Scoobs. It's been a while actually. I've not seen Scoobs for a while. So I'll show you guys the current location. We're currently just off the north west coast of Scotland. Jamie, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, so we're just northwest of Scotland, coming in via Stornoway. We're going to head down through Glasgow there and to the east of Galloway Forest, and then we're going to head through the Lake District in towards Manchester via the Rosen. Hey Scoobs, mate, they all came over. Thanks for bringing them over. Thank you very much, buddy. It's always good to have you about. I was saying it's been a while since I've spoke to you, so it's good to see you about here, mate. Oh, Pig, unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be low enough to see your house. Ah, well, we got some of them, Scoobs, so I appreciate it. So thank you very much, mate. We doubled our view count here, so yeah, thanks a lot for coming over, buddy. Thanks for all the follows, guys, as well. I appreciate you so much. let's say we are using VATSIM here today. We haven't got coverage at the moment over Scotland, but as we get closer to Manchester we will have some VATSIM coverage. Thanks Scoobs, I believe you're going swimming mate, so enjoy your swim. Hope you have a good day. Okay, we are now, it's saying around 40 minutes left to Manchester. I think that time's going to be a little bit less than that. Thank you very much for these follows, guys. Appreciate you so much. Thanks for coming over. I hope you do enjoy this flight. We're well over halfway now. We did take off from Keflavik. So we've come all the way, basically through these waypoints, across the Atlantic, and we came from Keflavik around here, just on the west coast of Iceland. It's a flight I've wanted to do for a while. I've not flown to or from Keflavik yet. Done it for the first time today, so I'm glad I've managed to do that. Thank you very much for these likes and follows, guys. Appreciate you all so much. Pig Venus, that is possibly the best name I've seen so far. I'm loving it. Yeah, William, I'm good. Thank you very much for asking. A flight to New Zealand would be one I'd love to do as well. Still not managed to make my way over there yet. How are you doing, mate? Thanks for asking. Yeah, I bet. That is the best name I've seen. That's pretty bold having that as your Facebook name, buddy. I won't delve in whether you can back the name up or not. I don't really want to know. But yeah, good choice, good choice. We're sitting in the co-pilot seat today. Just found out how to move the camera over permanently. Unfortunately, the snap views don't work in this seat, but I can still zoom with a mouse. I like this side better because I do have my controllers set up as the throttle on the left-hand side, so it's a little bit more realistic for me. Just makes a little bit more sense. Actually, most of the controls you end up using during the flight are on this side as well, funnily enough. Right, we're getting a bit of turbulence here, so we're going to get the seatbelt sign on. A little bit bumpy as we're coming into Scotland here. Oh. Why is that not working? So we're now over the northwest of Scotland. No, I'll pass on that one, mate. I'll pass. Thanks for these follows again, guys. If you are just come here with Scoobs and you haven't done so already, please consider hitting that follow button. Appreciate you all being here. I do try and stream as regularly as I can. And I'm pretty much always in the A320NX by fly-by-wire, using VATSIM as well. We're getting a lot of turbulence here over Scotland. This is an uncomfortable flight. Just changed. This is the type of turbulence where I'd imagine people to be screaming and holding on to each other for dear life. Not comfortable. First time I've flown with the Iceland Air livery as well. It's a real nice livery, iconic over the UK. Really getting a lot of chop now. You see those wings waving about and the aircraft's just going up and down. So we've just hit, you can see why, we've just hit 120 mile/hour winds. I don't know if that's accurate or not. I don't know if that's actually the case as it is at the moment, but that's pretty fast. Temperature's dropped as well, -52. We'll keep an eye on that for icing. I did say this would probably happen. No, Charles, I'm not Scoob's twin brother. That's interesting. I don't know where. I don't know whereabouts Scoobs is from in the UK. But I'm from northwest England, so if he's from up there, it's possible we sound the same. Maybe it's just the pilot voice that we both put on. Who knows? Yeah, it's been so the last couple of days have been windy down here as well, Pig. But I don't know, 120 miles an hour. It seems a little bit exaggerated for that altitude. Really bumpy. Okay, so we're looking to start our descent 37 miles from Lakey, so we're keeping an eye on that one. As soon as that number there, 66, hits 37 with Lakey, that's when we're going to start to descend. So the arrival time, according to the MCDU, is looking at about 12:50. We'll see about that. Depends on the controllers. As we get closer to Manchester, they are going to vector us in for a landing. So it'll be up to them how long it takes us, unfortunately. Wow, we are getting a lot of chop here. Bumping about all over the place. Look at that. This would not be a comfortable flight to be on. Oh my god. This is horrendous. I'm going to buzz the cabin. Tell them to sit down. This is not going well. Right, I'm going to descend. I'm actually going to descend now. This is... I'm going to get down to 33,000. We can't stay in this. This is too much chop. ...122 mile an hour winds. Hopefully this comes down as we get lower. It went all the way up to 130 there. Pull the speed down there as well now. Yeah, it's not a comfortable flight, that, definitely not. You don't want to be staying at that altitude if the winds are that bad. The winds just aren't coming down, we're going to have to go lower. As Iceland 00, just northwest of Glasgow, experiencing heavy winds at 33,000, descending now to 27,000. Okay, this wind is not coming down. Hey Jeff Boy, how's it going, buddy? Jeff Boy watching from Twitch there. Okay, the wind just hasn't come down at all. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Thank you very much for asking. Same, we're just getting a lot of turbulence here. Let's try a descent to 24,000, see how that goes. Why is it climbing? Descend. Yeah, I think this is going to be the case until we get out of Scotland, I think. I've not actually checked the weather charts, I probably should have done. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, there's real heavy winds over the UK today. Over Scotland anyway. Yeah, from flight level 3,000 up to 3,200 it says 30,000 upwards, but I'm guessing it's going to be lower as well. So that's significant weather. Let's check wind and temperature. Flight level 3,000. Okay, I don't know if this wind is accurate because now down to 100. It's come down for 100 knots. Jeff, yeah, it was a couple of hours. It depends on your internet, doesn't it? That's the thing, and also how many people are trying to download it at the same time. Right, we're going to descend again to 22. It has come down, it's come down a lot. It's still not enough. We're going to get into the actual weather here. This may be a mistake. Oh man, I don't know what I went on with my voice there. Jesus. It's this weather, it's making me scared. Coming down to 22,000, trying to get out of this wind. Whew. Yeah, it took a while, Jeff. It did take a while. It's worth it though. The UK update's awesome. The one thing I'm annoyed about though is that they've not done the main airport of Manchester. They really should have done that. 22. Okay, down to 22. The wind speed has dropped significantly, but it's still... Ah, okay. Yeah, that's supposed to be good. That I've not even thought about using that, to be honest. I like the freeware ones. I was hoping somewhere would do freeware Manchester, because that. Have you seen the freeware Gatwick? It's absolutely amazing. Thanks for the follow, Tom. Appreciate it. Yeah, the freeware Gatwick Airport is unbelievable. 116. Right, we're just gonna... I don't really want to descend anymore. We're gonna keep it as is. For now, we'll just get the speed up and try and get out of this as quickly as possible. Okay, so this is where I say, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, the descent hasn't really made much difference to the wind speed. We are still going to experience turbulence here, probably till we're out of Scotland and over English airspace. So please remain in your seats, listening to the flight crew for any instructions. There will be a drink service in between turbulence spikes, so please try to enjoy what's left of the flight. There we go. How's that? How's that for your pilot voice? Thanks for the follow, Jeff. Seichi, thanks for the follow. I hope I said that right. Okay, we are still just northwest of Glasgow. So we've got the speed up now. So oh yeah, Charles, I'm gonna need a scotch for this. I'm gonna need a scotch with the way we're flying at the moment. To be fair, it's even though it's still at 100, the turbulence seems to have died down a bit. Okay, so I've got to rework this out now. So we're currently at 22,000, down to 7. So the difference is 15, and so basically 45 miles now from Rosen we need to descend. So that's going to change things. So it was 41 to there, so basically with 4 miles left to Lakey. What's your home country, Jeff? Oh my god, this thing's still sliding all over the place. This is... Oh, I've still got the air brakes on as well. That's... There we go. Ah, okay, Jeff. Have you checked FlightSim.to? I'm gonna have a look for you now. I think surely someone's done stuff in South Africa. So if I go countries, more countries. Yeah, shit. You're right. Oh no, there we go. South Africa. 137. Yeah, so... Jeff, check out... Yeah, okay. Charles, which direction do you want the plane from? Front, back, rear? Yeah, go check out FlightSim.to and click on countries on the left hand side and then more countries, and you can select South Africa, and that will show you all the content that's been made for South Africa, and everything on FlightSim.to is free. We're just skirting past the clouds here now. That's nice. That is a nice view. And it looks like it's got calmer as well. The wind state must have calmed down. Let's have a look. Oh, nice. Just in time to go through the cloud. Look at that. Boosh. I love this game so much. I love it. I think it's awesome. Right, look at the wind now. It's completely dropping down. So we're below 100 knots, which is good. No worries, Charles. So we're below 100 knots of wind, and we're on our way now towards Lakey. No, Daniel, we're not descending at the moment. We had to descend from 33 because there was a lot of wind, and it was actually almost unflyable. So I had to descend down to 22,000. We're at now. We're going to start descending very shortly, though. So basically, once we're, I think it's, what did I write down? 4 miles. So once that number there, that's 66 at the moment, says 4, that's when we're going to start our descent. Charles, yeah, you probably could. So I've only ever been to London 3 times, and the very first time I went to London, I was there with my now wife, and we were just walking around the streets, and then as we were crossing the road, the Queen of England to London. The Clean of England. I think you mistyped that. So as we were crossing the road, a police biker like screeched in front of us and stopped us from crossing the road, and we're like, "Oh, what's going on here?" And then we saw the royal car drive past. It's like a big black taxi almost. It's a huge car with like large glass sides, so the royals can see out and you can see in. I guess it's all bulletproof and all that. And if the royal car was coming, we could see that, and we were like, "Oh, I wonder who it is." And then jokingly, I said to my wife, "Imagine if it's the Queen. The first time we've been to London, imagine if it's the Queen." And literally, as the car drove past, nice and slowly, there was the Queen sat in the back, just having a little wave out of a window. She was no more than 5 feet away from me. Obviously, she was in a car, but I was like, "Oh my God! Like, what are the chances? Like, you go to London for the very first time and see the Queen that close." It was pretty amazing. Like, I'm a big fan of the royal family, like personally, and for me it was it was an amazing experience, and it just topped off the London visit nicely. So yeah, the chances are, Charles, if you go to London, you may not meet the Queen, but you certainly have a good chance of seeing her. Although maybe not at the moment with COVID. I think she's probably keeping things locked down. Okay, right. What's the wind speed like? 95. It's real smooth at the moment though, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow you lovely people to pop to the toilet. I'll give you around 10 minutes to go to the toilet just before we get down to landing. That'd be awesome, Charles. I'd love to do that myself. I'm sure we'd have a lot to talk about. Okay, so I'll be right back in around 2 minutes time, and then hopefully we'll be looking at making the descent very soon. Okay, I'm back. Right. So the seatbelt sign's still off at the moment. We are... How far from Lakey are we? Oh, ages away. Loads of time yet. We don't need to descend yet. Let's see if we've had any contact from Manchester yet. Nothing so far. We're flying quite comfortably now. You got a better way of doing shoes. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, there is an aircraft just ahead of us. 21,000 feet. He's taken off from Edinburgh. Oh, he's at 19 now. I think he's descending, going to Gatwick. I was going to say, we might see him actually. We might be able to see his lights because we are catching him up. Our ground speed's faster than his. There he is, that's him there. So you just saw the flash in the clouds, it's gone now. Right, okay, this weather looks bad ahead. This looks bad. I'm going to put the seatbelt sign back on for this. This definitely looks like a bad amount of weather we've got coming up here. You'll be alright, Kev. Just make your way back as soon as you can. You won't get in trouble. That's alright. Just make your way back. It might get a bit bumpy. It definitely looks like the weather's not good ahead. Wind's still quite high at the moment, 92. Right, what I am going to do is I'm going to check the ATIS in Manchester currently. And get this information in on the approach phase. So runway in use is still 23 right, that's good. Transition level is 6,000. So we'll get that in there now. Wind is 180.11. 180 at 11 is there. Current temperature is 14 degrees. That's warm. That's a warm day. I'm going to put VAP at 145. I don't want to be that slow to land. QNH is 1015. 1015. There we go. So the decision height I've got is 331. We'll go for that. 331. Dominic, no, I don't think it does. You have to check, double check the runways are correct. I normally double check that information. Okay, let's have a look if we can see this flight. Oh, he's ahead of us. He's higher than us now. There he is. There he is. He's going to Gatwick. That's pretty dangerously close, actually. So he's taken off from Edinburgh and he's flying to Gatwick now. Yeah, you have to bow, Charles. Of course you do. She's royalty. Okay, let's see how far away from Lakey we are. Alright, we're counting down now to Lakey. So it is coming down. Okay, so it won't be long. We will start our descent soon. Like I say, we just need 4 miles to go to Lakey. It is getting bumpy again. I was right about this weather. It looks terrible on the radar. You can see though, we got no choice. We're going through it. It extends most of the way. We've got to go through this weather front. Pretty much all the way to Manchester. Okay, let's keep an eye on this approach to Lakey, 50 miles to go. Okay, I'm going to start programming in the frequencies for the approach. Something less to think about later on, unless they don't put me on that frequency, but yeah, it might be another frequency that I'll be using, but we'll see. Okay, let's have a look at that other aircraft. He's high up. I think he's way back there now. Oh, there he is. He's out behind us. Okay, we're going to disarm those ground spoilers, because we will be wanting to use them soon when we start our descent. I'm going to bring the speed down slightly to 300 as we start to approach this. I don't want to overspeed, which is often the way. We're now literally just looking at this number. We're waiting for it to get close to 4 miles. It's currently at 35. Dominic, you basically need to turn multiplayer off and turn group only on. So you need group only on in the multiplayer, and then on airport ground vehicles, okay, sorry, ground aircraft, you have to turn that to 0 as well. So traffic should be group only, and aircraft on the ground should be 0. And then you won't have any problems with turning into gates or going on taxiways where other aircraft are that aren't on VPilot. Okay guys, as we make this approach into Manchester, if you do enjoy what you see and you haven't done so already, please consider hitting that follow button. I would really appreciate it if you do. Every follow, as you know, every follow helps the channels grow, so it would really help me out if you do hit that follow button, guys. 30 miles to Lakey. So I'll show you where we are right now. We're out of Scotland now. We're now over the UK. This is the Lake District here. Okay, and making our way south towards Manchester. So this is northwest England, extreme northwest England. That's the last part of Scotland, Galloway Forest here. We've made that crossing. Okay, we're not quite, maybe not quite yet, but we will be very soon in English airspace. Scottish airspace extends all the way down to like here and then down into this section here as well. Still getting a lot of chop. We are in the bad weather and we're going to be descending through it very soon. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Jeff, but to be honest, the more they delay these aircraft, it just means the better work they're doing on them. Have you heard about the A380 that's coming out in for fly-by-wire? That's going to be awesome, but they've put no timeline on it because it's going to take a while. Charles, Braveheart lived in Scotland. I believe he was executed in England. Nice try though. Yeah, the A380 looks awesome. Oh wow, there we go, that's a big bump. Oh man, what are we getting hit with here? Right, this approach is going to be hell on earth. Yeah, so there's one out at the moment, Jeff. It's on flightsim.to, it's freeware. I don't know how good it is, but there is one out. Oh, I don't know, Charles. I thought he was Scottish. I'm pretty sure he's Scottish. Here he is. This is William Wallace, wasn't it? William Wallace. Actually, Mel Gibson, I think, is from America, isn't he? Okay, I'm going to start planning in this descent. I do want to give it a go, Jeff, don't get me wrong, but I'm very wary of trying stuff that isn't good. Oh, 7,000 I need to be at. Okay, we'll wait for it. Okay, there's the contact. Contact me. It's 11857, so I got the wrong one. .com 118.57. Okay, so I don't need to set that anymore. He's going to tell me what to do.
0112, report passing altitude.
I'm having some issues with the screen right now, but I'll let you know as soon as I can.
Manchester approach, good afternoon. ISA 00, currently at flight level 220 with you.
ISA 00, Manchester radar, hello. Vectors will be ILS approach runway 23 right, it's information Alpha, report your aircraft type.
ISA 00, I expect ILS approach 23 right, have information Alpha.
ISA 00, report aircraft type.
Apologies, aircraft type is A20N.
Manchester Center with Air 112 climbing 3,800 now.
With the 112, climb now, flight level 190.
190 with Air 112.
ISA 00, descend flight level 150.
150, ISA 00. Okay, so we'll start that descent now. I'm gonna go engage vertical speed. I'm gonna go down by 2,200. Yeah, probably, Charles. It's a long time ago, all that. They were Norman kings. Civil war is never a good thing.
With the 112, Montana, com 122 decimal, goodbye.
11285 with Air 112.
Alright, making our way down here, down to 15,000. William Wallace, Western England, I don't know about that. Yeah, you tell him, Reese.
ISA 00, leave Rosen, heading 140 degrees.
Leave Rosen heading 140, ISA 00. Okay, so basically what he's just told me to do is I've got to head to Rosen, and once I get to Rosen I've got to leave at 140. So this guy's going to control me all the way now. This is pretty good. I mean, I'm happy about that, to be honest. Let's get this descent down a little bit more. I don't know. I think she has more than. I think all swans belong to the Queen. Okay, here's the ice. Let's get the anti-ice. This conversation's a little deep for a landing into Manchester, mate. I've got to admit. It's a little bit of a deep conversation here. Cheers for the shares, Charles. Thank you very much. If you are watching, guys, and you're liking this, please also consider hitting that follow button.
ISA 00, descend flight level 100.
Flight level 100, ISA 00. Absolutely smashing the shares there. Thanks, Charles. Okay, so I'm going to flick the seatbelt signs on and off, just to give the cabin crew the little warning that we are coming in close to the runway now. They need to start tidying up. Not close to the runway, closer to the airport. They need to start tidying up, getting everything away. I didn't even know that was a thing, Charles.
00, descend flight level 70.
Flight level 70, I said 00. Oh man, I can't even touch the control. So he wants me to leave Rosen at 140. So it'd be there, that way, out of Rosen. Yeah, I suppose it is a courtesy call, isn't it? It's just to let them know that we're on our way down, and they need to be ready to get into their seats real soon. How are we looking?
Descend flight level 60.
Flight level 60, I said 00. He keeps changing it. He does not give me a chance to get to the correct altitude. Yeah, the bing bong will come. I'll do the bing bong when we're on when we're starting approach. Okay, getting ready to leave Rosen at 140 here. Basically, if I stay on this heading now, I can then just change it. As we get to Rosen. Alright, now we're below 10,000. Get these landing lights on. Oh, ice there. Absolutely smashed with ice. Landing lights are on though. We're good to go. I'm going to reduce speed slightly. 290. Get the air brakes on. We've got some rain here as well. There's 140 out of Rosen. We're currently at Rosen now.
I-00, 27 track miles, descends to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1015.
Sorry, say that last again, I missed that. I-00.
I-00, you now have 25 track miles, descends to altitude 4,000 feet, QNH 1015.
25 miles to go, descend to 4,000, QNH 1015, I-00. Oh.
Channel 2 Hotel, Manchester radar, runway 23 right, surface wind 180 degrees 10 knots, clear for takeoff.
Okay, we're doing this approach now. We're on our way. We're on our way. Alright, down to this altitude I am going to hit the bing bong. Activate the approach mode. Yeah, it's one of them. Sometimes they let you hit the altitude and then give you a different altitude, but not this guy.
ISO 00, descent to altitude 3,000 feet.
3,000 feet, ISO 00. He's going to give me a heading and tell me to get the ILS soon. So we'll go into LS mode on both sides.
ISO 00, turn right heading to 00 degrees, cleared ILS approach from a 23 right.
220 degrees, cleared ILS 23 right, ISO 00. Okay, so he's going to bring me round once we're looking to line up there. As soon as this starts moving, pretty much, we're going to line up on the runway.
Report passing altitude.
Possible 800 shots,
Channel 2 Hotel, climb now, flight level 190.
Okay, I'm going to go
190 shots,
managed airspeed now. And lock there. ILS locked. Okay, let's do the cabin again. Spoilers armed. We'll get that done now. Landing lights are on.
Hotel, turn right, heading 080 degrees.
And approach mode on.
Right, 080, Channel 2 Hotel.
Okay, we're landing in the co-pilot seat today. I've not done this yet. I've only landed in the on the first officer's seat. Speed's coming down now. Approach us, ISO 00, established 23 right.
Taxi to Juliet 1 for takeoff on runway 23 right.
Spirit 1055, Manchester radar, runway 23 right, surface wind 180 degrees 10 knots, clear for takeoff.
Speed 1055 is clear for takeoff.
ISO 00, speed 160 knots until 4 DME.
160 until 4 DME, ISO 00.
Channel 2 Hotel, resume own navigation direct mammal.
So navigation direct mammal, Channel 2 Hotel.
I'll get the speed down now. We're going flaps 1. I'm going to go air brake full because I've actually not slowed down. I thought we were a bit further out than we are. Okay, there's 23 right coming in now into Manchester. Flaps 3. Speed brakes armed.
Channel 2 Hotel, Model Telecom 122 decimal 8 by.
He'll give us a clear for landing any second now. And waiting to go flaps full. I think I've dropped it. I dropped too low. He said 160 until 4 DME. Still got a lot of turbulence coming in here. Right, we'll go flaps full now. It'll be alright. He won't mind. Waiting to take control. of the aircraft. Currently on autopilot. I'll take control around 100 off the deck.
Runway 23 right, surface wind 180, 10 knots, clear to land.
Clear to land 23 right, ICE 00. Here it comes then, lining us up now. Into Manchester, very cloudy Manchester.
For passing altitude.
Speed 1055 is on 1,500 feet.
1055, climb now, flight level 190.
Speed 1055, climbing flight level 190.
This is strange seeing it from this angle. I feel like I'm too far to the left, but we'll see when we get closer. I think it'll be alright. If the lights line up with this centre bit here, we should be alright. Roughly, we'll be okay. Okay, taking control there.
Minimum 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Bit of a bump. And we are off the runway a little bit. Reverse thrust on, spoilers are down. And there we go. Welcome to Manchester, everybody. We'll take the next turn. Okay, so we're down at Manchester. Very rainy Manchester. Absolutely chucking it down as you'd expect. We were a little far over to the left side. I've not actually landed from the co-pilot. I've not actually landed from the co-pilot seat before, so I wasn't sure how far over we actually are. But yeah, that was alright. We're here, we're safe, everyone's alive. Flaps up. Speed breaker up.
I-000, taxi Alpha Delta, hold Delta 2.
Alpha Delta, hold Delta 2, I-00.
I-000, contact Manchester ground 121.850, bye-bye.
Contacting ground now, I-00, thanks for the coverage. Let's just hold here. .com 121.85. Okay, so I've got to go left Alpha. I'm on Bravo 1 now, I think. So I've basically just got to go right ahead, sorry, to Delta, and then hold Delta 2. Okay. Ground, good afternoon, this is ICE00. I've been told to hold at Delta 2 via Delta, but my airport has a building on that taxiway. Is it possible I can take another route?
ICE00, roger, take straight ahead on Alpha. So it's going to be Alpha, Delta, Echo, November Charlie, Romeo, stand 26.
Alpha, Delta, Echo, November Charlie. And then please say again the last.
ICE00, it's Alpha, Delta, Echo, November Charlie, and Romeo, stand 26.
Alpha, Delta, Echo, November Charlie, Romeo, stand 26, ICE00. Okay, I've got to keep an eye on this map now. Oh, right. So stand 26, where is that? Next to 27. Yeah, okay, it's on Pier C, Terminal 1, happy days. So we're basically going ahead round here, so what they wanted me to do first of all was they wanted me to go right and then left, but I've got a building there that you can't go through, so I'm going forward here, round, and then left. So it's Alpha Delta Echo. So I'm going left there.
This is Alpha Papa Alpha 030 at base
and then right around the pier. So the pier's there, we're going round
Alpha
the other
Papa
side.
Alpha 030, check squawk 0242.
Okay, but this is Manchester, everyone. Welcome to Manchester.
Say again, sir.
Alpha Papa Alpha 030, Squawk Zero 242.
Oh, nice. There's a nice little Baron there in a lime green livery. Lovely.
Squawk 0242 for Alpha Papa 030.
Alpha Papa Alpha 030, thank you. Stand 10, push and start approved, face south.
Push and start approved, face south, Alpha Papa Alpha 030.
Okay, let's
Ground, speedbird 1081.
let's get the APU on here.
Speedbird 1081, Manchester ground pass message.
Get all the APU on.
Speedbird 1081 at day 27.
I can probably turn off the landing lights and the strobe now as well, so strobe's off. And the landing
Speedbird
lights
1081,
off.
hold position, traffic is an ICE 75, correction A320, taxiing on Delta.
Hold position, speedbird 1081.
Okay, guys, if you are watching, you haven't done so already, please consider hitting that follow button. I'd really appreciate it. Helps this channel grow.
ICE A320 Neo passes behind, right to left on Delta. Stand 27, push and start approved, face south.
So please consider hitting that follow button. Helps the channels grow. I hope you have enjoyed the flight today. I flew from Keflavik to Manchester, just landed at 23 right at Manchester.
Speedbird 1081.
Oh, nice, British Airways. Lovely livery. Okay, so we're currently turning left here onto Echo. This is Echo taxiway now. And then we're going to go right at November Charlie, which is this one here. And then we're looking for the third gate after the pier. So stand 26. The one we're looking at now, that is 32. That's 28, I believe. Yeah, 32, 28. Oh no, 28's there, is it? 26 is there, that one there. So yeah, that's 28, 27, 26. Happy days. Hey David, good afternoon. You've just caught me as I've landed at Manchester. Just coming into stand now. Stand 26. Whoa!
Manchester ground, speedbird 1081, but informing, pushing back, facing south.
Okay, always nice to have VATSIM controllers there. I'm glad we managed to make this flight into a fully controlled airport for a change. Sometimes, quite often the case that we've taken off and by the time we got to the airport they've left. So it's nice to have that today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Manchester. That should have been set to normal, but we'll go. Engine 2, engine 1 off, and seatbelt sign off. Okay, so there we go. Total time of 2 hours 13. Welcome to Manchester, everybody. Rainy day, Manchester. I hope you did enjoy this stream. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and pass you on to another streamer because I am going to have to come to an end now to go and get myself some lunch. So if you do want to go to another streamer, please do stick around. Hopefully it does work.
Airway 027, request taxi to runway 23 right.
I cannot promise anything, but hopefully it will work. I'll try and transfer across to a streamer. So let me see what we've got, who we've got streaming right now. Remember, if we do get in there, type Foxtrot's Raid. So we're going to go to Hot Fire Fighter Gaming. We'll give that a go. He's been streaming for 22 minutes. He's got 2 viewers at the moment. So if we can get most of you over, that'd be awesome. Okay, 30 seconds. When you get over there, hashtag Foxtrot's Raid. Hashtag Foxtrot's Raid. Okay, I'll be over there with you as well. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Catch you next time. Please hit that follow button if you've not done so already. Did that work? I don't think it worked. Okay, it's going again. It's going again, 30 seconds. There have been a few problems with it. Hopefully not this time. Come on, 20 seconds now. Hashtag Foxtrot stream. Once we get in there. Hashtags Foxtrot's raid. Foxtrot's raid, everybody.